Let's check in with Call of Duty, see how they're doing, because it's only been a week since that new DLC came out, so I'm curious to how the momentum for those sales are going. Now, of course, you know the story. Nick Merckx came out and said a crazy thing, something so wild, something so controversial, something insane. Leave the children alone. Wow, what a crazy statement. People are still going after him, by the way. There was a big viral tweet the other day. I got blocked by the person, but they're like, we gotta stay away from people like Dr. Disrespect and Nick Merckx because they're so evil and bigoted. Looked at the profile, of course. All the usual flags, supports grooming type stuff, pronouns all over the place, identity hashtags. It's always the same group. So, he came out and said they failed to cancel him. It's failure. They shot and they missed. Very true. Call of Duty, though, how are they doing? We can go to the Steam charts, take a look. And the game is falling off of a cliff. Now look where it is. Now it's way down here. It is now way out of the top 10 even. No one's buying this anymore. Now it's still in top sellers. It's still on the list. But I mean, so is Black Ops 2. So I really don't know how well that means for the game, but I think it's pretty sad when the game has been out only a week with new DLC, and it's already fallen down this low. The DLC itself is even lower. Look how far I got to go down to see this. Look at this. There it is right there. There it is right there. Look how far down that is. Pretty pathetic. So I would imagine it's probably not doing that well on the Xbox and the PlayStation platforms, though I think they do still get played quite a bit. But it's mostly kids. It's mostly kids. So a lot of heat for them. At least that's what it looks like to me. A lot of people just kind of turning their backs. They're still getting tons of shit over on Twitter. Here's a tweet from an hour ago where they announced that they're going to shut down the original Warzone. That's gone now. Can't play that anymore. A lot of people aren't happy with that. This version of Warzone will shut down September 21st. So they're going to now force people to go to the new one. As you can see, I mean, that's almost ratioed. But then 22 hours ago, where they said, grab the squad. Look at that ratio. 1,200 to 671. You click on it. People still telling them to leave children alone. Constantly. They're hiding comments, turning comments off on YouTube. They don't like having this brought up to them. So while I don't think they were hit with Bud Light levels of boycott, I think the backlash was enough that they lost some sales. Probably not a significant amount, but it's still not a good look for them. This is bad publicity. And I know any publicity is usually good for most people. They haven't exactly been on the hottest sales streak over the past couple of years. While the game still sells, it's been on a downward trajectory for a long time. A lot of people are just kind of walking away. I really think if somebody could just get their shit together and really put a game together that really competes with this series, with like an arcadey feel, like Battlefield is never going to beat this game. Battlefield is too much like a simulator shooter. I know it's not an extreme simulator, but compare that game and how the character moves to this, where they move fast and fluid. You really need something like that that can compete with this. And no one's ever been able to do it, but eventually somebody will break through And then I think this series falls off a cliff. But this model that they've got, someone needs to really put something together and compete with them. I think Call of Duty has done worse for gaming, makes gaming worse. I don't think it makes it better. I think it's done more damage to the first-person shooter genre than it has helped it. That's just my opinion, because we just don't really get any really good, like, groundbreaking stuff. Everyone wants to copy this. I'd like something groundbreaking that blows this away. Takes the formula, builds on it, makes it better, gives us something new. And also doesn't support grooming children. That would also be something that I would like as well. The gaming industry is just direct. Look what's going on with Final Fantasy 16. I did a video on that yesterday. They got journalists running around mad that the game is got like sexist undertones because, well, wow, that game takes place in the Middle East. Or not the Middle East, the medieval times. I'm sorry. It takes place in medieval times. When, you know, society was very much a patriarch society. But, you know, we don't need to talk about that. These game journalists. That's why they're all supporting this game. Calling Nick Merckx a bigot and all this stuff. He really should consider suing The Gamer and all these outlets that smeared them. They don't have big money. They'd probably settle and retract their articles. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to point out this game's falling off of a cliff. Their little stunt didn't help them. I don't know if it hurt them necessarily. I think it is safe to say it definitely did lose them some sales. I don't think it gained them any. And it just puts a bad taste in people's mouths. I mean, look how far down this DLC is. This is supposed to be the biggest shooter out there. And the DLC is already falling off of a cliff. It's already falling off of a cliff. So, I mean, that's something. I mean, this is all just looking at it, too. I don't have super empirical data. It's just funny to me that it's already this low. It's still around the same number of people playing it. It really hasn't seen a massive peak either. It kind of looks like the game is just in the same kind of place it was before that DLC even came out. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Do you think that the brand is damaged from this? Do you think it's fine? Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Romo and Locals. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.